You think this is how I wanted this to be? All I ever wanted was a normal conversation. The two of us sitting across each other over dinner, working things out. But no, now we're in motel hell. Because you wouldn't have it any other way. This is your choice, Jessica, not mine.
I'm coming. Whoa, relax. Roma, what are you doing here?
There better be some room left in that closet.
Roma, what's going on? You look... What happened to you?
You happened, Aubrey Wentworth. You and your schemes have cost me everything, including my husband.
Well, I know Vimal's upset, but come on.
Vimal has left me, Aubrey. He's gone God knows where with God knows whom to do God knows what.
John McBain has been after me for years. And most recently, he went after me by going after my son and trying to put him in jail. Right? So now, he doesn't get to have his son.
But I was unaware that Lieutenant McBain had a son.
So was he.
What are you saying?
John McBain has a son he knows nothing about.
What kind of world is it where police officers are fathering secret love children?
Natalie's child is not secret, you see.
Natalie? What, you mean Natalie Banks? No, her child is...
John McBain's.
No. Brody Lovett.
Oh, yes.
Brody Lovett.
No, sir. Liam is the child's name. Is John McBain's flesh and blood. And John McBain has no clue.
Natalie didn't have another man's baby. She had John's.
What the hell? No, I must have heard that wrong.
Natalie didn't have another man's baby. She had John's. What is this? Natalie's original paternity test. John McBain is the baby's father.
John, I have something to tell you.
I have something to tell you.
Sounds important.
It is.
But Christian wasn't interested in an apology. So I learned an important lesson. If you're going to throw yourself at someone's mercy, don't do it in a steam
I was
room.
charging.
Unless you want to look more pathetic than when you came in.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Really?
Okay, it's that bad.
Wait, it gets worse. I reach home to find out that my home is no longer mine.
What?
Cutter lost the house.
Oh my God, how did that happen?
I don't know. The Buchanans took it back somehow. All I know is when I reach home, they were changing the locks and throwing us out along with the trash.
So you came here?
Yeah, and I'll be taking the bed.
No, come on, Roma, there's gotta be somewhere else you can stay.
Not since you destroyed my marriage.
It's not destroyed. Vima will come around. He just needs a little time.
How much time did you give Joey, Aubrey? A lot. Has he come around yet? Do you think he ever will?
Feel like the shakes?
Well, since I've already got the other kind.
I know that the surgery might take a while, so I thought maybe you wanted some caffeine.
Thank you. And not just for the soda. Thank you for showing up.
You know what? Your father's getting a heart transplant. Where else would I be?
No, well, after everything I did to you, anywhere but here. Yeah, but don't worry. I'm not going to read into it any more than you want me to.
So now you're telling me what I want?
Well, I mean, I already told you what I wanted. You. And what did you say?
I said that a lot has happened.
Yeah. Okay, now it's too little too late. I mean, I blew it. I could lie to myself and pretend that there's still a hope, or I can just face the facts. There is no chance for us now, is there?
Hey, I try not to make it too tight. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but how else was I supposed to keep you from bailing on me? This is the only chance I have of getting Tess to hear me. Can you hear me, Tess? You in there? You don't think of Tess as a person, do you? No, to you she's just a problem. A puppy who chews up furniture until you show up and say, bad dog. Well, it's different for me. It's different. I love her. I want a life with her. And we're not leaving this room until I get her back.
Wow. Is this gonna be in the headline for tomorrow's banner? John McBain volunteers to talk, because that's pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I think it'll be worth the wait.
I admit, I'm really curious, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to say what I need to say, and it's weighing on me.
You gonna pull the ladies first card on me?
If it's okay with you.
Sure.
This is probably the last conversation I'd ever think I'd have with you. Not looking forward to it.
What's going on?
It's about Brody and me. Something's changed. And no one was more surprised than we were. It just kind of snuck up on us, and we're still getting used to it.
Just say it.
Brody and I are together.
Why would Marty say that? If she's nuts, why would she say anything?
You told me the paternity test showed it was Brody Lovett. I thought that was the reason John left Natalie. And I knew John would leave her if he thought the baby was Brody's. What was I supposed to do? Let Natalie and John live happily ever after?
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You are making up a wild story to see if I will believe it, like that show, Punk'd.
No, sir. I'm not playing games with you.
Well, I hate to burst your bubbles, buddy boy, but you have been misinformed. The baby they call Liam is Brody Lovett. Natalie Banks and Brody Lovett.
See, then I could tell there was something up with Brody and Natalie, and I figured out that they'd slept together. And then I saw that Natalie had had a paternity test.
I know it for a fact. Clint Buchanan, he sent me to the DNA lab at the hospital to change Jessica's paternity test, but while it was there, I saw Natalie's too.
I found it, and I printed it out.
Liam's test showed that Brody Lovett is his father.
There it was. Proof. Picture perfect. Baby was John's.
And don't try to tell me that I changed the wrong test. Yes, I may have been confused when I saw that both of Mr. Buchanan's daughters had paternity tests done. And yes, for that reason, I may have had some doubts about which paternity test Mr. Buchanan wanted me to change, but I have no doubt about what test I did change. I changed the one for Jessica's son, Ryder.
That lived everything. Happy ending. She had my life.
There is one error with your story, my friend. You were not the only test changer in the lab that night.
What?
See, my fingers were on the keyboard, and before I even realized it, opened the file, deleted, and replaced.
You know, all he ever did was love me. I was his queen. And what did I do? I let him go to prison. I let him believe I was carrying his child. And while he was in prison, pining away for his wife and his unborn child, I added insult to injury with a meaningless flirtation.
But you did not have an affair, Rama.
I lied, Aubrey. I lied to a man who entrusted me with his heart and soul. Poor man. He deserved better than this. He deserved better than me.
No, for what you're saying to be true, then somebody else would have had to have come in and changed Liam's test before I changed Ryder's test.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
But that's impossible, isn't it? I was alone the whole time. Except, of course, for when Dr. Saybrook...
Now do we understand each other?
I can live with what I've done, and so can John and Natalie. John will never know that Liam is his son.
Marty Saybrook changed Liam's paternity test result?
That's loud.
Oh my God, I should have known. The way she barged in and demanded to use that computer to print something out? She must have retrieved the test and removed John McBain's name and substituted Brody Lovett's name instead. Oh, no wonder it took so long.
And John is free! Which is obviously what he wanted. Come on, if he really loved Natalie, he would have stuck it out, figured it out. He would have made it work, but he didn't.
She did it. She changed the test. Liam's not my son. He's John's. What the hell am I gonna do? Thank you for telling me.
Brody and I, we didn't plan for it to turn out like this.
You have to explain this to me.
Okay, but I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. You know, we didn't realize that we were getting closer, and he started to see how far apart he and Jessica were, and I realized that it was true for you and me, and then that changed things.
Right.
Look, when everything came out about Liam, I promised myself I was gonna wait for you, and I was gonna fight for you, and I did for a long time. And the other night, when we talked,
I remember.
you finally got through to me. We don't have a future. Brody and I do.
Well, then I guess I should be happy for you. Hey, it's none of my business, but how does Jessica feel about all this?
You wanna know why we're in this place? Tess knows. She came here with me, didn't you, Tess? This is where we hid out and planned our future. Where we committed to a new life for ourselves, for our son. It's where we let down our guard. And stopped being afraid to tell each other how we feel. We made love that night. And it was love. Not just sex, because we love each other. And then I went and made the biggest mistake of my life. I left you alone. I went to see Cutter to ask him to give you a divorce. And when I was gone, that's when Jessica made her move. She knew that you were vulnerable and that you couldn't stand up to her. And when I got back, you were gone. Tess, I am so sorry. If I had to do it over again, I would never leave your side, not for a second. I'd do whatever it takes. Because I need you, Tess. I don't want to live without you. Please. Please come back. Tess? Is that you?
No. There's one thing I don't understand.
Just one?
Why do you know this information about Dr. Saybrook?
She told me.
But why? I thought I heard that you two had some unpleasant history.
No, yeah, you could say that.
So why did she confide in you?
I have the kind of face people trust.
No, man, I just don't know when you're being serious
I'm
sometimes.
just being serious about this. Marty changed the tests. Okay? Even I couldn't make that one up.
Well, then John McBain, he's gonna be surprised when you tell him. Have you thought about how you're gonna break the news to him?
Have I thought about it? Absolutely, I've thought about it. Am I going to break the news to him? Absolutely not.
You're not gonna tell John McBain that he's got a son?
No. Never. No one is.
Jessica and Brody are finished.
Because of you and Brody?
I think it had a lot more to do with when Jessica was gone. Brody tried really hard to get Jessica back, and at some point he felt like Jess was just allowing Tess to take over. And she was vicious and kept pushing him away again and again.
He figured it wasn't worth the trouble.
No, it wasn't like that. I mean, Brody stuck it out for a long time, you know, but the doctors didn't even know if Jessica was gonna come back. It was time for him to let go.
Well, I guess you just have to get used to a new reality.
I don't know if Jessica will ever be able to adjust completely. And maybe we'll never be sisters in the same way we used to be.
You okay with that?
No, of course not. And I'm gonna continue to always fight and try to fix things. But in the meantime, I can't put my life on hold. My son is my responsibility, and I have to give him the best life I possibly can, and Brody feels the same way.
Well, it should be about Liam.
It is about Liam. And Brody and me. We're gonna be a family.
You know, you don't get many do-overs in life. You don't. And by staying with Aubrey, as long as I did, I missed out on an important one with you.
You know, when I decided to come today, I wasn't thinking about do-overs. What's happening right now is huge. And after everything we've been through together, I thought it would be wrong to stay away.
So you're here full-time, say?
You know, do we have to put a label on why I'm here?
I don't know. Do we?
Well, I don't know if I can, so if you want me to go...
No, Kelly, no, please don't. All right, I do not want you to go. That is the last thing that I want.
I just think getting caught up in what ifs right now is just a really bad idea.
Well, you are talking to the king of bad ideas. Oh, come on. Do you remember Reverend Joey? Reverend Joey, yeah.
Yes, that's... Well, you were a great spiritual advisor.
Yeah, okay. No. No, but marrying Aubrey, see, that was a bad idea.
Yes, you could have thought that one through a little bit more.
Yeah, everybody was begging me to. But did I listen?
You loved her.
No. No, I mean, I was in love. Just not with Aubrey.
Ow! Sorry, there's just so many knots.
I'd rather be boiled in oil. Stop. At least I tried. I think you're gonna need professional help. My whole life needs professional help.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
It's okay, my hair will survive.
No, I'm not talking about your hair. I'm talking about you and Vimal. I wasn't even thinking of him. How can I hurt him like that? He's such a sweet guy, and he's so loving and caring. Like Joey. Oh, man, we had good ones. We did.
Joey was a good man.
And what would a good man want with me anyway, right? Especially after finding out everything that I did and all the lies that I told.
It's a long list. But you know what? If you think Vimal will forgive me one day, maybe Joey will forgive you someday.
No way. Are you kidding? I lost my last hope of holding on to Joey the day that Jessica came back.
Tess, you're back, aren't you?
Yeah, this is nothing
I can't believe it worked! You heard me?
Yes, I got the same thing.
Okay, hang on. You just need to promise me that this is real. Promise.
student. Did you hear that?
Just tell them. You have to.
Well, you said what you had to say. Thank you again for telling me.
Just one more thing. The other day, when we came to the understanding, I wanted to maybe see if we could build on that.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I don't want what's happened with Brody to erase the progress between you and me. And I know that we can't all be friends, but I don't know, maybe we can coexist.
I'm not really sure what you're asking. You want to know if I can accept you and Lovett together?
I just want to know if it's an issue.
Well, lucky for you, doesn't look like anybody hurt us. So get comfortable, because you're...
Hello? What's going on in there? Is everything all right? Hello? Hello? You feel differently about Aubrey now, but when you first came to town, you were in love with her.
No.
Yes, you were.
No, Kelly, I wanted to be in love. I did, and I thought if I worked at it hard enough, I could make it happen. And for years, I was trying to make it happen, find true love, and I was drifting through Europe, right, bouncing from one relationship to the next, trying to find anything, some semblance of what we had together. All right, and then I met Aubrey.
And you finally found it.
But not even close. Don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun, but I wanted something solid, lasting, something I could build on for the rest of my life. I wanted to come home.
You brought her back to Landview.
Right, where everybody has all these ideas about me. I mean, there's Joey Joey the Flake. Yeah. Joey the Dreamer.
Okay.
I mean, Joey the guy that never really knows what he wants. So I had this plan to just prove everybody wrong. You know, show up with a ton of conviction and blow everyone out of the water.
Well, you sure had me fooled.
Funny thing is, I almost had myself fooled. You know, but every time I saw you, I couldn't get rid of this little voice in the back of my mind that was telling me that all I really wanted, I mean, all I ever wanted, was you.
Do you seriously have no intention of telling John McBain the truth, ever?
Oh, what good would it do?
You could reunite a father and a son. You could rebuild a family destroyed by Dr. Saybrook's recklessness. And not to mention gain favor with the police. Which
How drunk are you, man?
I'm pretty drunk.
Well, that explains it, because if you knew McBain the way I know McBain, you'd know how crazy you sound right now.
Why? He seems like a decent man.
No. Man, you didn't like it. Oh man, he's got a badge and a leather jacket. That's it. You know, underneath it all, he's a punk.
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, you know, he was all set to marry my niece, and he says, you know, he loves her and all this. And then he finds out that Liam is not his, and he just bolts. He's out of there. Hasta la vista. Now, does a man like that deserve to raise a child? I think not. He doesn't know anything about fatherhood anyway. Now he's not ever gonna have it.
Never?
Never. I'm gonna tell you why. This is gonna be our secret. This is gonna be our little secret. Right?
Yeah, Liam, he deserves a family. You know, I wish all of you the best.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Are we clear? I can trust you, can I?
Sure.
And you won't be tempted to tell McBain, or anyone else for that matter, right?
No, it's better not to.
Yeah, boy.
I need to stop getting involved in other people's private affairs.
Here, here. Here's looking up your address.
Yeah, I have my own problems to worry about. I just lost my wife. Just lost my imaginary baby. I don't even have a place to sleep. Which reminds me, I need to call a cab, find a place to crash.
Hey, no, wait a minute here. Ben, I want to give you something. There you go.
Oh. That's $100.
That's right. It's just to tide you over, okay? And the drinks are on me.
Thank you.
Oh, buddy. Hey, you're my best friend. Okay? Don't mention it. And I mean about don't mention it.
Oh.
No?
Hey, what's that name for that motel down the road, the one with the broken sign?
Oh, you mean the Minuteman? No, you don't go there. Don't go there. It's like, it's almost condemned.
Well, then Rama definitely won't be there, and that is all I care about.
The hell with her!
Hell with her! Sorry.
We heard a noise. It sounds like someone's in trouble. You know, maybe we just jump to conclusions. Maybe it's nothing.
No, it didn't sound like nothing. I'm gonna call the police and have them deal with it.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to report the... Ford?
Aubrey, what a surprise. Sorry for the delay. I had to put on some pants. What's up?
Can you hold on 1 second? We heard a noise.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll keep the noise down. Sorry to disturb you.
Not just a noise, a scream.
For help.
Oh. Yeah, well, my friend, she's very vocal. You know, I tend to have that effect on women. Right, Aubrey?
I'm sorry. Yes, that was a false alarm. I apologize.
Great. So, if it's okay with you, I'd like to rejoin my regularly scheduled program already in progress. I know. You're mad at me for telling them that we were having sex. What else was I supposed to say? Yeah, I've got a woman tied up and gagged in the bathroom, and she's... Oh, my God. What the hell am I doing?
I only want what's best for you, John. I always have.
Yeah. Sure. I'll see you tomorrow. At work, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. You had something you wanted to tell me. What is it?
I'm your father, Liam. I've loved you from the minute I found out you were mine. I can't stop now. You and your mom and me, we love each other. We're a family. We have been for a long time. How can that be wrong? Huh?
What did you want to talk about?
Nothing. It was nothing.
Come on. It's never nothing with you.
I wanted to tell you that. I wanted to ask you how Rex was doing.
Rex is really hurting.
I know, I've been there. You know, to lose, someone you love, it hurts like hell. So just tell him if he wants to talk about any time, I'm around.
Well, I'll tell him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, well, thanks. And thanks for listening. I better get home.
See you around, Natalie.
See you around.
even know what to say, Joey.
Look, Kelly, don't say anything. All right, I'm not trying to pressure you. I would really like to explain why I made so many mistakes.
Look, you know what? We all make mistakes.
Really? Oh, okay. Mine were epic. Punching Detective John McBain?
You were defending Natalie.
That was my cover. And the real reason that I hit him was because I was so jealous I couldn't even see straight. Okay? The thought of him and you together, it drove me crazy.
What's really crazy is the only reason I was with John was because I was jealous of you and Aubrey.
Wow. That is royally messed up. No wonder a relationship isn't in the cards. Maybe a friendship is.
Well, you know him better than I do, so I don't know. Should we believe him or should we
Something's
not?
definitely going on. I don't know what it... Bimmel?
Mama?
Are you staying at Mama?
Are you? I thought you'd be on your way out of the country.
Are you drinking?
Isn't it obvious? She didn't want to leave you.
I left her.
And she's heartbroken. She's staying to fight for you.
Staying here with you?
Well, I suggested that we share a room until you guys work things out.
You'd rather die than share anything with Rama. And what does she blackmail you with this time?
No, please.
No, don't bother. Don't bother. I've heard enough of your lies.
You don't understand.
I understand that you're just as much of a liar as she is. The two of you don't understand what you've done, do you? Do you understand how many people your lies have hurt? They've hurt me. They hurt Joey Buchanan. They hurt John McBain. Nobody deserves to be abused in that way. To have your hopes built up only to have them be dashed to the ground? But you don't care. You don't care, do you? You keep telling lie upon lie. No, not me. I'm gonna stop this madness. I'm gonna tell the truth for a change.
Sorry, I guess I never realized how insane this was. I guess desperation really does a number on you. What was I thinking? I think that I could bring Tess back to the room where we spent some special night and that would magically... How could I ever think that would bring Tess back? I'm sorry. I miss her so much. And now I've gone and proven that I'm the bastard that everyone thinks I am. This is not the kind of guy that I wanted to be. All I've ever wanted is to be a father to Ryder and a hero to Tess. I wish you could forgive me. I understand why you can't. Just go ahead. Scream.
And what do you say, Kel? We just go back to being friends?
You're kidding, right?
We already are friends. You can even drink to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Well, to friendship.
Yes. Be careful with that. Shook it on the way over.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I think it's safe to say that you're rubbing off on me a little bit.
I'm very sorry. That was my fault. Fell.
No, it wasn't. All right, it's not your fault. Nothing is.
Dimmel's just a little raw right now, but underneath it all, he is still so in love with you. It's just a matter of time before he comes crawling back.
Aubrey, Memmel's right. You're a very good liar.
That's true, but I'm not lying about this. So cheer up.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
You know what we're gonna do tonight? We are going to, well, you're gonna take a shower, fix your hair, we'll paint each other's nails and rent a movie and turn it up as loud as it possibly goes. See how Ford likes that. Put a little damper on his fun and games.
Didn't sound like he was having too much fun to me.
You're right. His usual Lothario act did seem a little forced tonight. Wonder what's really going on over there.
Me too.
I'm serious. You want to call for help? Go ahead. I won't stop you.
I'm not gonna call anyone.
You're not?
No. I'm gonna apologize.
What am I gonna do? Huh? You and Natalie are my family now. That's all I've ever wanted. Am I supposed to just give that up? Huh? How do I tell Natalie the truth?
Well, Frank can really put him away, can't he?
Pardon me, my friend?
Yeah, Big Mouth was going on about DNA. Well, he could barely stand up. Then he asked me what time Rhodey's closes. Guess he's gonna go bend someone else's ear.
Damn, 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 damn. We're closed.
I didn't come here to drink. I came here to talk. To you.